I'm out in front of the shop here with some finishing work. These are a bunch of shaker oval boxes that I've been working this week, and I'm now into the finish stage. I'm using Kusmi Seedlac as a finish, but first, yesterday I put raw linseed oil on all these boxes and then wiped them off, let it sit overnight, and then today I'm starting the first coats of shellac or seedlac. Now seedlac is kind of a dirty shellac. It's got a lot of other things in the mix here in these bags of this stuff, and then you have to run it through, strain it through some of this cloth here to get it down, and then I've got it. I don't know. It's probably over maybe a 1.5 to 2 pound cut. I don't measure. I just I can tell by how it looks as to whether it's okay. And then this morning I've already placed 2 coats on all of these pieces, and I want to do 6 coats today. Then tomorrow I'll be able to do some rubbing out with some 320 sandpaper and flattening all that shellac. Then I may again add another 6 coats the next day. But let me show you how I go about working this. I use a brush here. Let me take the top off this. Just start with the top. I just brush it on here. And get the edge a little bit, and then come around the outside. This box is Modesto Ash. Several other of the boxes here are Modesto Ash. And then I'll put that down on there and just coat this is a pine top and bottom on all these. Monterey pine. Then I'll do the inside of the box. And I'm not trying to be careful or anything. You don't need to worry too much about being smooth with this stuff. It's gonna be flattened tomorrow with some sandpaper. So once I get the inside, then I can coat the outside. This is a dark shellac, so it's going to import some color. The linseed oil brought out the green, and then this'll make it darker. Like that. So I just go around and do all these pieces, and then by the time I'm done with one revolution, then I can start right away. This dries quickly. The weather is nice today. There isn't much humidity at all. And so I can put as many coats as I want in one day without stopping. I've got several different sizes here. Most of these are number 3 oval boxes. Oh, also I have some strips down here so that there's a little bit of air and I'm not sticking the box to a flat piece. So these little strips help a lot in working quickly with this finishing. So there's most of these are number 3s. There's a number 2, and then there's a number 1, and this is a number 4, the biggest one. Now the shakers used a lot of milk paint for these. I've done milk paint, but I just wanted to, I like the color of the wood and the grain of the wood, both the pine and the ash. There is a cherry piece here. I did a cherry one. And then there's a maple. In fact, this is maple. This little number 1 box here is hard maple with the pine top and bottom. Yeah, so this is maple. I sanded with starting at about 120, and then I went up to 220. I want 120, 150, 180, and then 220. I finished off with the 220. Sometimes I go to, now tomorrow I'll flatten this shellac with 320. And then do the whole procedure again, 6 coats of shellac and then flattening again. Now whether I do another cycle, a 3rd cycle, I'm not sure until I see what it looks like. But it goes pretty quick, and I like the color that I'm starting to get with this Seedlac. I'll probably finish off with some 4/0 steel wool at the end. That'll take some of the shine off. I prefer not to have a glossy finish, so that'll knock off the gloss. And then some wax, and that'll be the end of it. So, shellac finish.